All the way from Providence, Rhode Island, welcome to Outlander Cast. It's a podcast dedicated to the show Outlander on Stars. Sing me a song of a lass that is gone, sing that lass the eye. Mary of soon she sailed on a day over the sea to Hello, everybody. My name is Mary.
Oh, my name is Blake.
And I'm Julie.
That's right. We got special guests, my friends. We are here chatting about the finale, the series finale of Outlander.
It's over.
Oh,
It's
my
it.
gosh.
It's done. But I'm sure, Mary, the listeners are like, who is this Julie?
Who is this Julie?
Well, would you care to give an introduction?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So Julie has been one of my best friends since college. We didn't go to college together. We met through men that we were dating at the time.
Screw that guy.
And then, oh my God, no, he's...
Screw that guy. I don't even know who it is, but screw him.
They're wonderful, wonderful.
They are wonderful
boys.
guys,
Nope.
honestly.
Nope, jabronis.
No, you like him.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even know who it is.
Okay, good.
Don't even care.
Anyway, so, I mean, you do know who he is, but you don't know. So we were dating guys separately. Like, she was in school in Boston. I was in school in Rhode Island. And there was a third girl who was dating a guy. And he was best friends with these boys. And I was good friends with this girl. And so I met the boys because they were making movies and stuff together up in Boston. And one of the boys was dating Julie. And then I broke up with my boyfriend because he had a lot going on. And I was like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Clown.
No, he was very sweet.
Yeah.
He was very sweet,
Yeah.
but he was a little too serious for me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I made it my goal to get the other girls to break up with their boyfriends. And I made a name called Team Ex-Girlfriend. And I would hang out with everyone. And I was like, Julie, you need to join Team Ex-Girlfriend. I would say this in front of her boyfriend. It's like, you just need to. You need to join Team Ex-Girlfriend. And he'd be like, Mary, stop it. We're happily together. And I'm like, not for long, man, because being single is great. So then Julie did break up with him.
We were together for quite a while.
Yes, you were.
So, yeah, you didn't convince me right away.
No.
But life ran its course.
Life ran its course.
We went on separate paths. And I will say the best thing that came out of that relationship was our friendship, which is going on 23 years.
Yeah.
Is what we shared with the
good.
kids the other day when they asked about it.
You know
So-
what I would say to that guy?
You basic.
Oh,
I
not.
would say thank you.
Yeah. Thank you is good. Thank you is great.
Okay. All right. Well, why is
Anyway,
Julie on the podcast with us today?
So Julie introduced me to the Outlander series long ago. I'm trying to even think when, Julie. Do you know when? Because obviously before the show. So we're talking at more than a decade ago, but it was more than a decade.
It was.
And longtime listeners will know that we've talked about Julie before. So Julie is like, as you said the other day, like the godmother of this podcast.
I think that's an appropriate term. Yes. I love that. And I don't remember exactly when I started reading the books. I want to say it was around 2010 or 2011.
Okay.
I definitely remember reading multiple books during my pregnancy, which I think the show had not quite started or maybe had one season under its belt.
So
at that point.
Reese was an infant when the show started. And that's why, because Reese, as you remember, was colicky and we could never have a babysitter for him. So we're like, what the heck? We need to talk to people. And the show was starting. And I had already known about the series through you. So yeah, it was because it's older than 13 years ago. So anyway, Blake's giving me the come on, Mary, land the plane. So it's thanks to Julie that I learned of the Outlander books. And
land the plane, Helen.
Oh my God, yes. So Julie's the godmother, and she's here, for some time with her son. Like,
Yes.
help me out.
And we thought it was fitting that Julie join us for the last episode of Outlander Cast, seeing the fact that she is the godmother of this podcast. She is the godmother to our son as well. So we thought that was fitting. And so it's fun. We're going to have you here. We're going to just talk about the things that Mary and Julie just wrapped up, a little brief reset on the episode.
Yeah.
And now we're
already
recording.
been a couple weeks, so it was good to watch it again.
Yes. So that is that. Just a quick table setter for everybody as we get into this.
Okay. Table set.
We're just gonna set the table and then we're gonna get into
How many forks? Is this like a 2-fork establishment? That's how our kids know if it's fancy. They go in and they go, is it 2 forks? If it's 2 forks, I need to put the napkin on my lap.
If it's 3 forks, you don't even belong there.
The napkin. If it's 3 forks, they put the napkin in their shirt.
Yeah.
They're like,
All right.
we're supposed to be fancy.
Your first immediate emotional reaction, ladies, to this
when you watched
this finale? What's the first immediate emotional reaction that you had?
Mine was tears.
Okay.
I had all the feels. That was my immediate reaction. # all the feels, which I know is no longer relevant. That's an old
relevant.
Whatever. That's an old phrase, but that's how I feel.
Okay, Julie.
I just remember thinking, oh, it's done now.
Yeah.
And just feeling sadness.
Yeah.
But also happiness for the length of run that this show had.
Sure. Yeah, for me, I would say my first immediate reaction was, huh.
Oh, not a huh?
No, it was like a huh.
Oh.
That's what they did. Okay. That's what they did. All right.
All right.
Want to get through some housekeeping, Mom?
Okay, sure. All right. So this episode, of course, we're going to have some spoilers. You better have watched it. We've given you enough time, people, so no complaining. Want to remind everybody that our Patreon community at jointhenerdclan.com is your one-stop shop for all things geeking out to the next level. There's Kitchen Table, where you get to chat about all sorts of stuff, spoiler table conversations.
And now we have a craft table as well, where we get a chance to talk about the writing, the directing, the cinematography, all the nerdy craft things.
Love it, love it, love it. And then, of course, for your feedback, of course, there's always your Kilt rating and all that jazz. We want to hear from you. We always want to hear from you.
All right, you ready to get into the show?
I do.
Let's do it.
All right, friends, this is the series finale episode, all right? And in this episode, for those of you who are time travelers and are in the future listening to this is when the Battle of Kings Mountain finally arrives. And sure shit, Frank was right. Frank was right.
Frank was right.
Frank was right. Frank doesn't lie. Jamie spends time saying goodbye to everybody, writes a will. Claire's just being Claire, freaking out the entire time. Bree and Roger, they're like, goodbye, I miss you. Do you really? Who cares?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Exactly. Fanny's crying, but then she becomes like some emotional stability. Fanny does not travel through time. Faith does not show up. Mandy doesn't do any more cool stuff. Fergus died. For what purpose? I'll talk about that later. Anyway, so all this stuff happens, but the big thing is Jamie goes to battle, runs up a hill. Claire follows him, runs up a hill. Jamie's like, we did it. And Claire's like, Frank was wrong. And then Jamie dies, and Claire bippity boppity boos him with the blue light. He is a ghost. He plants flowers with some bippity boppity boo, and then they breathe, and she has white hair. And then Diana Gabaldon is signing a book to a Karen. Literally. What's her name? Karen. The end. And we got our great music and intro back. There you go.
Yes.
That's your recap.
All right. This episode was Season 8, Episode 10. As Mary said, the series finale entitled And the World Was All Around Us. Written by Matt B. Roberts, the showrunner of this episode, of this series. And it was directed by Emma Conroy. of course, Mary, we can look into all the different reasons.
Mary and Julie.
Yeah, sorry. You know what? It's a habit. So, Julie, if I say
No
Mary, I'm
offense.
including you
No
as well.
offense taken.
We can look into all a million different reasons why this was entitled "And the World Was Around Us." For me, it feels more like, the entire story, the world, the time, history, love, death, memory, the whole thing is just surrounding Jamie and Claire. It's just all of it. All that was created in this universe is hopefully going to be encapsulated into this final episode and final moment. For you ladies, does this title feel earned?
Yes.
How about you, Julie?
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so? Okay, that's fine. That's where we're going to go. But before we keep going,
Yeah.
I got to know this.
Okay.
Kilt ratings. Julie, since you're the newcomer.
Oh, I had her in the bottom of the script. Look, I added her to the script.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
yeah, if you want,
All
she
right.
can do it.
You know what? No, Mary,
Well, I just
Kilt
wanted her to
rating.
see how it goes. She knows how it goes, but
Okay.
I didn't want to put her on the spot.
Mary, Kilt rating.
My Kilt rating is a 5 out of 5. First 5 out of 5 of the season.
Wow.
Stop it.
Yep. Not perfect because it would have been a 5+.
Okay. You're going to have to really back that up.
I will.
You're going to have to make the case of all cases.
I will.
All right, fair enough. For me, I'm giving it... All right, so I'm going to give it 2 different readings, all right?
What?
As a season finale,
Okay.
I will give it like a 4.2.
Yeah, I'm seeing it as a season finale,
Yeah,
not
but
a series finale.
But yeah, I'm talking about series finale, Marvin.
Well,
I think it's fair to split those up.
okay.
Yeah, I think they're 2 different ratings.
Okay.
Because if this was just a season finale, I'm okay with it. Like, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But as a series finale,
okay.
I'm giving it a 2.
I just spat out my Coke Zero.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 2.
Wow.
I could go less, but the thing that saved it for me was the final montage. It was the final thing that happened with Outlander, aside from the 2 of them waking up.
Okay. So as an episode itself.
As an episode itself, I thought it was a good episode.
Okay.
As a season finale, I think it was a serviceable finale. I don't think it was great. It's no Dragonfly and Amber, I'll tell you that. But as a series finale, it doesn't do what I think a series finale should do.
Okay.
Then we'll get into all that in a
So
little
if I
bit.
were to do season finale 5, series finale, I'll give it a 4.2.
Oh, man, you're still going to have to back that up, too. All right, Julie, what do you got? How many
back it
kills are you
up.
giving this one?
I would say as a season finale, a 3.5.
Okay.
It was a good episode. I don't think it was a great episode. I think if there had been the knowledge of like, we have another season, probably would have been a little higher. But I think, again, as a series finale, it was those last like 15 minutes that made me feel something.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were getting some sort of closure. I think the rest of the episode did not give me that. Even all the goodbyes to his family.
Yep.
There were beautiful moments, but no, I would rate it a 3.
So with that in mind, let's just remind people that you are a book reader, obviously. Where do you stand on the books? Like where we are in the books now, are you like, oh my God, I need to...
Have you read through all of them?
I have not.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
she hasn't gotten through the
Okay.
end so far.
All right,
Book
well,
9.
that's fine. So, but as a book reader, you love the series. You love where it went so far, at least.
In your journey.
In
that
My
you
your
remember.
journey with it, yes.
And in comparison to the show, do you find the show did a good job, at least from where you are in the books, of adapting the book?
Yes, I think where I left off reading, I think it got to a point where it was very faithful and good to the books.
Okay, all right. So I just want to make sure that we have a baseline for everybody as they listen to this.
Yes.
All right, you're GBG. Marvin, you're good. You're bad. And you're great.
My good was the montage and ending and flowers and it's what we wanted to have happen. We wanted the ghost to be Jamie. We wanted there to be a reason for the forget-me-nots. I honestly love that the forget-me-nots are also a blue flower. I think that that's a really cool thing.
Mhm.
and for him to keep saying, like, I want you to remember me, and yet there's forget me not. I don't know. I just loved it. So that whole bit, Ghost Jamie is my good. My bad is not going to be one thing because there's several of them.
Okay.
It was the untied loose ends. It is, why is Fanny having the stone crack in her hands, proving that she's a time traveler in the previously on Outlander? Like, this isn't even just that it happened. It's literally in the opening previously on Outlander when we're being reminded about La Dame Blanche. Why are we being told that Mandy is seeing people in different colors and that Davy can't travel through time? There's all these like loose ends that are time traveling, magic related. But this is the series finale, buddy. The train stops here.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. So I don't understand why we would have those, why those would even be a part of this episode. I almost wish that they just didn't do it so we could kind of forget about it for an hour. Why bring it up? What are we doing?
Yeah, because it was all superfluous.
Correct. And then my great was, so my good, of course, was the whole ending montage. My great was the beginning, which is the exact opposite, having Rhea Yarbrough with the original theme song and actually having all of the opening shots being from season 1, just to bring us back to what hooked us in the very beginning. You know, oftentimes in shows, I skip intros. I skip like the music and everything. I don't do that for like Game of Thrones and now House of the Dragon because that's always a different. But with season 1 Outlander, I never skipped any of it. And even when I rewatch it, I love that beginning opening credits and everything. I just think it's so beautiful. So I was thrilled beyond belief. That started me on my happiness and my smiles. And then I had tears. So that is what started me feeling that 5.
Sure. Okay. Julie, how about your GBG?
I would say my good was anytime we got Claire and Jamie on screen together.
Oh, yes.
I think my bad is anytime we had Roger and Bree on screen together.
Or even who they were apart.
Oh my
Roger
God,
or Bree.
who
Or even
the
that.
hell cares?
Sorry, go ahead.
And my great, again, Jamie and Claire, but I think especially that scene where they were in bed together at the beginning, talking about the bees, and just the chemistry that they have even in their conversations is just palpable. And I just love them as actors, but as characters. And it was such a beautiful scene.
Gotcha. All right. For me, my good is Jamie bowing to Claire as he walks, as he's about to go to battle.
Yes.
I felt that was one of the few honest moments of the finale. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't manufactured. It wasn't like, you must be sad here. It was just something that Jamie is doing to Claire because it's simple, it's physical, it's specific. It makes you understand what is happening without having to shove it down your throat, right? And everything is let's say everything collides in that moment, right? Because before that scene, we're looking at it as everything of loss. We're looking at everything as goodbyes, but this, to me, it feels more of like an acknowledgement, a recognition, if you will, of you are my equal, you're my wife, and even though I'm off to battle, there's a respect, there's a level of
It was like a way of him to honor her
yes,
and their
right.
love.
Exactly. And because of that actually felt like a turn in the scene. It felt like it went from one thing to another just by a simple move. And I loved that. My bad. My bad.
Oh, no.
My bad. Okay. Well, there are a billion things here that are bad. They all begin with Matt Roberts. But
Matt.
here's what I'll say. As a lot of the things that I want to say today are broken up in 2 different camps. 1, series finale, 2, season finale.
Okay.
As a series finale, this does not do what I think a series finale should do, which is reveal the series as a whole. What this episode accomplishes is specific to only King's Mountain, really. And then they had this thing where they tacked on the montage at the end, which effective, which I loved, but it didn't flow within what they tried to do for this episode. It was just there, and that's okay. But as a series finale, this doesn't wrap everything up. This doesn't give us that theme. It doesn't reveal the theme. And what it does instead is that it gives us 50 million goodbyes. And then, like it is, there's a difference between a through line of goodbyes and just a series of goodbyes. It's like, okay, we have Jamie and Claire, and then we have Roger and Bree, and then we have
Rachel and Ian,
and then we have Claire and Fanny, and then we have
Bree and Jamie,
and then it's Claire and Jamie again. It's like none of it is organic. It's all moments. They're not scenes. None of them are connected. None of them exist because they turn. It's just a repetition. It's like, okay, we have all these people that got to say goodbye. Let's get it done. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, King's Battle. Then that. Like, it just didn't flow. It was a series of little vignettes. And I didn't like that. But
Can I add that it kind of felt, when you just rattled those off, at a wedding when the photographer's like, the bride with the mom.
Yes.
The bride with the dad.
Yes.
The bride with both parents. The bride with, the flower girl. It was like, like what other pairings do they need to get
Right.
The
on
must-have
screen?
shots.
Yes.
Exactly. And they all repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Jamie might die. Everybody is sad. I have to do this thing. And then, oh no, what happens if the family breaks? There's no like conversation. It's just, oh, I'm really sad. Oh, goodbye.
I mean, there is conversation.
Not real. I mean, nothing that changes anything.
Okay.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
the
Like,
difference.
it's just, I'm sad. I'm going to battle. Like, there's nothing. The thing that you remember, I know both of you know this. You remember the episode of Game of Thrones season 8 when they're all at Winterfell and they're waiting for the army of the dead to
Okay.
come. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
The White Walkers. Sorry, they're waiting for the White Walkers to come, and they're waiting for the battle. And all the Lannisters and all the Starks and the Targaryens, they're all there.
Everybody showed up.
And everyone's getting hammered. And Jamie is there, and he knights Brienne.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, it could have been the same thing, but it wasn't. It all flowed. One thing led to another, which led to another. Jamie arrived as this person that was a horrible human being that was the definition of like awful, but then he knights Brienne.
Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, Jamie
We should
Lannister.
Clarify.
Even what's his name there? The Theon.
Mhm.
Theon shows up,
Greyjoy. Yeah.
and he was the one who betrayed the family, but he's forgiven,
Mhm.
right? Like there are turns.
Yes.
That never happens here, and I hate that. Like I can't stand that. But my great is absolutely the iconography of Outlander. Jamie's ghost, Claire in Inverness brushing her hair, the stones, the forget-me-nots, the wedding montage, the separations, the reunions, that all of that stuff.
He wore his kilt to battle.
Oh yeah, like
They even had like the older music as they were marching off to battle.
yes. The problem is all the great stuff to me came in the montage. And that's it.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Well, I just listed stuff that came before.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like they played the music, but that's not specific to this episode.
Okay. What about the bees? The bee conversation.
Out.
The footy bee time.
Well, I mean, the footy beat thing is okay.
It's okay. It's precious and amazing.
I understand Blake's point. I mean, that was my great. It was a beautiful conversation.
Mhm.
It was a great encapsulation of like the chemistry and love that the two characters share.
Yep.
So it was a great part of the episode, but as a series finale, outside of those 15 minutes, what else did we get to say goodbye?
Yeah, that's it. Nothing. And then there was like, and even the structure of the battle itself, like the direction, in my opinion, was terrible. Couldn't tell where I was. Couldn't see where we were going.
I think it's because they reused the same shots and location.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? Let's get to the debate. I don't want to be like, oh, this whole thing sucks. Because like, there's good stuff about it too.
And I enjoyed it.
So with that said, then, Mary,
Yes.
do you think? Because you gave this a 4, whatever it is.
I gave it a 5.
You gave it a 5. In your opinion, does this finale
Yeah.
reveal the series as it is?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, well, let's do this.
I didn't do well in English class when I had to do like these deep questions, man.
Okay, so
Like,
let's.
Do you want to ask me how I feel
let's do
about
this.
Claire petting her horse?
Like Breaking Bad, right?
Okay.
Breaking Bad, the finale, it's among the best finales ever written.
I forgot it.
Remember when Walt says to Skylar, I did it for me. I didn't do it for
Okay.
you. I was good at it. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
Or when
Yeah, it was him all along. It was Jamie. They're in this beautiful circle loop where, like, he's the reason she came back to the Stones. I think that it's so friggin' cool. Yes.
But do you
Okay.
think we should have had more than 15 minutes of that?
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know what
Yes.
should have happened?
What?
Battle should have happened right away. Should have just got right into it because they had the fiery cross
Mm-hmm.
as the cold open.
Yeah.
Should have just been that happened. Boom, done right away. Jamie quotes dies.
No bees? No bees?
No bees, no
footies?
nothing.
Ah,
Like don't even. It's because it's not worth it.
I know.
The reason why it's not worth it is because you can still achieve all the same crap
Yeah. Through the other special stuff.
towards the end
Yes.
or halfway through, right? So like it doesn't matter. Or like let's think of like The Leftovers. The Leftovers was a show that was built on mystery. It was built on faith and understanding and grief, right? The show ends on that with Kevin and Nora, and you don't know if Nora's telling the truth or not. But you just believe that she either did or didn't. But that was written into the DNA of the show. So that's why I'm saying, does this reveal the series overall?
I mean, I think yes, but I agree that it could have been a much bigger part of the episode.
Okay. Julie, how about you?
I feel the same. I feel that montage, those last moments with Jamie and Claire did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we as fans deserved a little more.
Like, I don't understand why we spent time on the bear mauling. Like, why was that
Earlier
an
in the
entire
season, yeah.
episode?
Well,
this season?
earlier in the season.
But that's what I mean is like there was like this battle could have been last episode.
Yes.
And then we could have had him dying and her grieving. Like the penultimate could have been the battle. And then this finale could have really taken some magical time to breathe with the ghost story. I don't understand why we wasted time with the bear. I don't understand why we did a lot of what we did earlier on this season that I don't feel like was worth our time and value, because this there was stuff here that was beautiful, but it was too quick.
That's why it all begins and ends with Matt Roberts.
Who, okay, Julie, he's the showrunner. He took over. He's
a clown. It's okay. Well, no, I don't want to say he's a clown.
He wrote this episode.
He did. He wrote this episode.
Yeah.
And he is the one who decided the overall direction of
Blake
the final
hates
season.
him. Well, doesn't hate
I don't
him.
hate Matt
He
Roberts.
hates his work.
I would say that there's a there's
There's a difference. Yes.
yeah, there's
He's
more
a nice
of like
guy.
a slight
He
disdain.
seems like a very nice guy.
yeah, no. Seems like a very nice guy. I'm
Probably
sure
doesn't like you, Blake. He's probably heard something that you've said
Oh,
over the
guaranteed.
years.
And I don't mean that in like a conceited way. I just like I know that there are people that have said, "Oh, you ever heard about this guy? Said this?" You know, like I don't think he has a lot of talent. I think he's a jag. He's just another guy,
Mhm.
and that's okay. And with that said, like we got this whole moment between Claire and Fanny during this finale. And then it comes to Bree and we get a hug. And that's it. Is this why? Why is that okay? Why? Can you tell me, first of all, do you think that this is the right thing to do? Is it okay for Fanny to have more finale space,
She's
if
a
you
better
will?
actress than Bree.
Oh, yes.
Honestly, she's a better actress than Bree
Okay.
in this show. Like, heads, I can't even handle it. I think she does such a better job. It makes you feel things.
Sure.
I can see a kid freaking out a lot more about this and being like, what the heck? You told me you weren't going anywhere. I've been left by all these other people. And I just overheard you saying you're going again. You might not come back. Like, you're a liar. So I can see her needing a big emotional release. And Bree's already had that. I don't know. I think Claire is just matching their energy. But I don't understand why we waste time on Fanny. I will say that. It should have been more with Bree.
Yeah.
They made, between the long time that she hung out with Fanny and being like, I promise, your family's in your heart. And then the stupid previously on Outlander with her touching the stone. I really thought Fanny was going to do something special at the end.
Yeah, but she never did.
No. What do
So
you
what
think,
are we
Julie?
doing?
Oh, I mean, Fanny is by far a better actress than Bree. So I do think maybe that was part of it. But yeah, I think they wasted time throughout the season, but especially the Fanny storyline to lead up to something that never paid off. But I think if maybe Bree was a stronger actress and made you feel something, maybe that's why they didn't give her those emotional weights, or maybe it's because she had them in previous seasons. But yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, when you're talking about the child that Claire and Jamie had, you would have expected to see her more on screen in this finale.
Absolutely. Like the whole point of that relationship, right, is the future of what's going to happen, right? How do we transition from Claire and Jamie at the Ridge to now Bree and Roger? And they did a slight movement towards that, but it felt like it was part of a larger draft where Roger and Bree had a bigger role in the finale.
Have a bigger role in the books. They're much more fleshed out in the books.
Yeah, but even in the finale itself,
God,
I felt like it was
so bad. Their goodbye was so bad.
Yeah.
Just the blocking alone of standing. It was very theatrical. When Julie and I just were watching it again, I was like, their scene feels like a soap opera. It is so poorly blocked.
Yeah.
Like they're at this like 90-degree angle with each other, and we just come from this beautiful bee conversation with Jamie and Claire where she's like petting his hands, like just the little movements that they do. You can tell these actors have not only such great chemistry but like are good actors, and they do those little extra things to make it real. And then we even get Rachel and Ian's goodbye right after Bree and Roger's goodbye, and even that, it's so small. It's just Rachel saying, this is far enough, and like a sweet little goodbye, and even just how she holds his face.
Yeah.
Like they're close to each other. They're not standing away. Like it looks like one of them farted and they were like, I'll stand as close as I have to and like just get through this scene. Like I can't even breathe through my nose. I have to breathe through my mouth through this scene and just be done with it.
It's a moment, like all of them that are screaming to you, be sad, cry here, right? Like they're not doing things that are normal, that people would normally. They're not standing in a normal way.
The way that she's like, the children need you, and I need my husband.
Yeah.
I like said it in my head. I'm like, this is what she's gonna say because it's so stupid and corny. And I need my husband. Hand on chest. Like that's all she could do was like, and I'm gonna touch him because I'm told I have to touch him, even though he smells like farts.
It's because Rick Rankin sucks too.
No, he doesn't.
That guy.
Oh.
Precious.
You know, Mary, what I was thinking, and Julie too. I think my main complaint about this episode is that it doesn't feel like it's. Like I said, it's revealing the series. I don't think it feels like a thing that happens that gets us to a point where Jamie dies, which gets us to the
Bippity boppity boo
montage.
Oh,
well, yeah, montage and the bippity boppity boo and the whole thing. I feel like it was like a plot thing that needed to happen, and everyone's gonna probably screaming at their radio. What would you do, Blake? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I would do? As Claire has decided, okay, I need to go find Jamie. I need to climb up this hill. I need to run.
mountain.
mountain, whatever. I need to run towards the danger. I need to let go of the medical bag that has been part of my life, part of my existence for God knows. I'm willing to abandon that for this. As she's running up, there should be flashbacks. There should be moments of her in World War II. There should be moments of her as she's, like, you remember in obviously the first episode when she goes through the stones, Mary, and she ends up in like this, quote unquote battle. And
she thought it was a movie.
And she thought it was a movie. Yeah. Like, it should, like, the progression of who Claire was, who she became, and then who she is now, that progression should have happened as she ran up the mountain, right? It should show the moments of decisions. When that tree exploded behind her and the camera slows down and all the sound goes, like, that should be a moment where she was in World War II again. Like somehow, like maybe she was a nurse and she was in the middle of a firefight or whatever, right? Like, those, like, the camera slows, the sound dies, but for what? What was the point? Now, can we imagine that Claire is doing something like that? Maybe. But as a storytelling device, that moment needs to be powerful. It needs to be a thing that reveals who she is at that moment. Instead, it's just there for effect. And I would contend that if they chose to do something like this to show Claire's journey as she climbs up the mountain, like letting go of faith, like how do you tie faith into all this? Her at the grave, like all of these things that made Claire who she is up until this moment. She needs to overcome all of them to get to Jamie. That then ties in the whole series. That makes it feel like, oh, it's not just King's Mountain. It's Claire figuring out who she is, where she is in time, how she belongs here, and reveals that she was always meant to be here, doing what she was doing. Does that make sense?
It does. I would have loved to see that.
And also, like, look at everything she's gotten through so far.
Yeah, right.
She can get through this too, or can she get through this too?
Right.
Like, yes.
Yeah. Do you buy the fact that Ferguson, a guy who we not have yet met up until this point, kills Jamie because he has a gun?
No, I hated every moment of that.
Tell us
Julie,
more, Julie.
coming down from the top rope.
Know, sorry.
Not a girl.
I mean, how do you not check a prisoner for weapons? I am not in the armed forces. I don't know anything about battle. I hope to never know anything about that. But, like, that just seems like common sense. And these are all experienced warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of them were just farmers, but Ian certainly knew to do that, right?
Sure.
Buck knew to do that, right?
You would think so.
So how did nobody check him for a gun?
Right. I don't know, Mary. What do you think?
No, I completely agree. First off, I hated his outfit. He looked like a scarecrow. Okay? His outfit was so distracting. I'm like, who dressed you? Who dressed you? Because it's ridiculous. And even if that was historically accurate, honest to God, if this is the first time they decided to do something historically accurate in this season, because since they lost Terry Dreschbach, like, they've not been doing a great job. It's been looking poopy.
Whoa. Time out. I will not besmirch the good name of Trisha Bigger.
Okay, Blake.
She did all the costumes for episode 1.
Okay, I'm talking about this, like, overall this season, I have not been wowed.
Okay, fair.
Okay, I've just not been wowed.
Fair.
And some things just don't make sense. And I have not been, it has not been the same. It has not been the same. And then he shows up looking like Raggedy Ann, and I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take it whatsoever. So then he comes off the horse. They're dragging him off. Exactly. They would have hopefully checked him for extra weapons, because everybody, and these are Scotsmen, most of them, who, like, got dirks and all kinds of things, like, hiding all over them. So you should be looking to see what other weapons he has on him. I would have totally loved it if he had been next to the stone and then grabbed it off somebody else.
Right.
That would have made more
Yes.
sense to me. Like if someone was next to him, like tying a shoe or maybe wounded, and he grabbed a gun off of somebody and did
Sure.
it. That would have made a ton more sense. Or if Claire didn't drop her bag. I know that you took that whole like, she even leaves her bag behind, which I love because I hated that she didn't pick up her bag, which was like 2 feet away from her. That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
At least show it tumbling down the mountain far away. Like the way it fell, it made me think it was within arm's reach or at least 2 arms reach.
Absolutely.
So adding the idea that you did, but nonetheless, like that could have been an idea. Like she ran in and put her bag down, and he grabs her bag. Like, oh, that would have been total mindfucker.
Yeah,
right?
that would have been
Oh, it was
crazy.
Claire's gun.
man.
Oops.
By the
Sorry.
way, the gun that he had,
Yeah.
not a small gun.
No.
No, not like a
Exactly.
little,
Yes.
not like a little 22 that you pick out of
Maybe
your
no
pocket.
one wanted
and-
to touch his nasty coat. I don't know. Like it was so bad.
Not a small gun.
Not a small
It's not
gun.
something that you'd be like, oh shit, missed that one. That's on me,
Correct.
guys.
Like nobody
Sorry
even
about that.
tried to pat him down. And he didn't smell like farts like
No.
like Rick Rankin, Richard.
No, yeah, no, that
sorry.
guy.
like I'm like
Rick
I'm saying
Rankin.
sorry. Like
That clown.
No,
He's a
not
clown.
No, he's
He's
not.
totally a
he's
clown.
a very kind
No,
gentleman.
he's not. No, he's
he
not.
was to me.
You gotta know. You gotta know when a woman is
Roger,
married.
he was like, yes. So like I'm very confused as to how that happened, why they thought that would look okay, why they think that us as viewers wouldn't have a problem with that.
So here's what I'll say. Historically, it is actually factual. What happened, at least according to some accounts, was that
according to Frank, no.
according to some accounts, Ferguson was shot, and he was shot off of his horse. And he was dragged by his horse to the American lines.
Love it.
And as the Americans approached him, he pulled his pistol
Mm-hmm.
and shot one of the officers. And then the Americans riddled him with bullets.
Yeah.
And then that's how it ended with him. And then after that, the whole battle ended, Kings Mountain, yada, yada. He wasn't like taken, captured. He wasn't, it wasn't like a thing where he like disappeared, and it was, it all happened that way. If they had done that, that would make sense to me because he was still in fighting mode.
Yeah.
He still would have had a pistol on
But they
him.
needed Claire and Jamie to think like, wow, we finally did it.
Right.
We beat the odds. And I liked that. I sat there being like, oh, maybe the show is going in a different way, and let's see like where they do land with this. I still felt like he was going to die, and there was going to
you
be
knew he was
bippity
gonna
boppity
die.
blue light.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was okay with them thinking that it was fine. I just think that him having a gun after being captured was ridiculous.
You know what?
beyond belief.
One thing that I question also in the writing is, okay,
And by in the writing, you mean by Matt Roberts?
by Matt Roberts, because he's
Not Diana Gabaldon. No,
no,
Matt Roberts.
Matt, because he's a pig.
Pig.
Yeah.
No. You have
What
to say
I-
a slam pig because that's what Rhode Islanders say.
Slam pig.
Okay.
I don't know if I can go that
No,
far.
I'm joking.
A slam pig. The thing that I question, Mary, is, okay, the battle's over. Jamie says, we won the day. Claire's like, oh my God. And the first thing she says, is, Frank was wrong. And I'm like, dude,
I would have said that.
no.
I would have totally said that.
You would-
That's all that was on her mind all this time.
No. How about Jamie? How about, holy shit, you're alive? Like, holy shit, you didn't die. Like, but her
means the same
first
thing.
thing.
The same
No,
thing.
it's not. Because the first thing that's done is, I need to make sure that the historical accuracy of my ex-husband has been called into question. Of my ex-husband. Not, oh, you're the man that I've given my entire life to. I have spent an eternity in the muck, in the mud, and I almost died, and I've been raped, and my daughter's been through hell, and I got weird Mandy as a grandchild, and all these things, and your first effing thought was Frank's wrong. And not only is that her first thought, she says it under her breath. Which, here's what that is. It's just so that it informs the audience. Frank's wrong. Frank's wrong. It isn't meant to be an emotional thing
Did you
between
not
she
like it,
and
Julie?
Jamie.
I don't know. Now that Blake's bringing it up like that, I'm starting to question it. Because at first I really liked that Frank was kind of narrating or like reading from his book.
Yes.
So I didn't think anything of it when she said Frank was wrong, because essentially like the book has been this through line.
Sure.
As Jamie's contemplated and like been faced with the fact that he might die. But yeah, Blake, now you have me thinking, like, why did she say that out of everything?
I liked it because we've had all of the voice parts with Frank. Like, Frank's been a voice character for us throughout this season. So by her saying that, it's like, and now Frank's time is done. Like, we're no longer going to hear voiceovers by Frank anymore. So, and it made me also think, like, yes, we've seen Jamie be kind of haunted by Frank's voice, but has Claire as well? Has Claire been reading the book or thinking about these things with hearing Frank's voice as well? I don't know. I liked it.
Here's a thought. Here's the thought. Listen, I'm not here to write a better show because I'm just a guy in my basement. What if Frank said something? What if Frank said,
oh, shoot.
What if Frank said, it's not over? Or what if Frank said, something isn't right? Because we all know, right? It's not Frank. It's not Blackjack Randall. It's Jamie. It's Jamie, his inner monologue in Frank's voice, or what he interprets Frank's voice to be. So what we've been hearing isn't Frank, it's Jamie. So what if Jamie looks at Claire and you hear Frank's voice say, it's not over, or something isn't right.
Yeah.
Or it's not Claire being shitty towards Frank. And I'm not saying that she is, but like...
Yeah, I didn't take it as her being shitty.
But like she's calling into question the veracity of his historical, knowledge, right? But if it's Frank saying something, that's more of Jamie interpreting what Frank would have said when he did say, battle's over, we're done, we can move forward. Like, would that have been
I don't know. I just
more
think you're
acceptable?
taking like jealous man feelings into this that I did not read into the Frank.
It's not a
her
jealousy
saying
thing.
No, like her needing the whole feeling that you have of her having to say that Frank was wrong. I didn't take at all as like a trashing of my ex-husband or like, ha ha ha, he didn't get something right. Like, I don't know. That's who said, and everything he has said has been true. Like, I didn't take anything.
But it would still be true. Because if Frank would be saying, no, it's not over, or
the
something
only
isn't
things
right.
his voice was, I don't know. I didn't need that. I'm saying I was fine with the voice.
And by the way, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, Claire was purposefully bashing Frank. What I am saying...
I feel like you kind of just said that.
What I am saying is she's saying it for the benefit of the audience as opposed to what normally probably would have happened.
But they've been talking about Frank. They've literally been there like, who did he write this book for? I don't know. Read the freaking first page, you idiot. It says Deadeye, you idiot. Like, but you know what I mean? They've literally been like, oh, could Frank be right? I don't know. Could Frank be right? Could Frank be right? They've been talking about Frank this whole season.
Right.
So I don't...
That's
to
fair.
me, it was completely normal and natural. I still can't get over that they didn't know who the book was written for.
I know
that. Matt Roberts.
Oh, Matt.
That's what I'm going to say. Anytime something is just like stupidly wrong, I'm just going to say Matt Roberts. Because like these little things like that, or still haven't talked about the fact that they met Jamie's dad. Still haven't talked about the fact.
Bree and Roger haven't said, like, by the way, we met your dad when we traveled back in time.
That's
back
insane.
at Lallybroch. Yeah.
Still haven't really talked about the fact that Claire saved a dead baby. Like, they were just like, oh, I guess that happened. And then that was it.
Boo.
Like, you need to talk about, you just brought a person back to life.
They just don't have enough time.
From
They got to
death.
spend time killing a poor lady that we've had no emotional attachment with a bear.
We got to spend time with Claire offing a dude in the season
killing a pirate.
opener
Yeah.
for nothing, right?
So many things. All right, next
Yeah.
question.
No, I don't know. It just, there's a lot of
There's a lot that I love.
inconsistencies.
I know. I feel like you're being crappy.
Because I'm crabby about the finale. I don't know. Are you crabby about the finale?
Man, do you know me?
Good point. How about you, Julie? Are you crabby about the finale?
I think, like I said at the beginning, it was like I was sad. I wanted more. I mean, listen, it's not the first finale that hasn't lived up to expectations.
True. Absolutely.
But I think knowing that they could have done better is kind of what gets me. And I do think that this show, these fans, Jamie and Claire as characters deserved more.
Yeah. Should William have been a part of the finale?
He technically was. He was riding a horse.
Yeah.
He was there
got
when they were
some
talking about the
whiskey.
will. He got 3
He got some
barrels
whiskey.
Yeah.
of his whiskey.
But I mean,
Which I love that he didn't leave him land or money because
Yeah.
you know that boy's loaded.
Yeah.
But he's like, but you know what he does need?
he needs some booze.
He needs, Lord knows,
After
what
what
other
he's
cousins
gone
he's
through.
gonna find.
Yeah. Because like I've heard the argument like, oh, episode 6 was about, Marsali and Ferguson, and then episode 7 was about
John and William.
and then one other episode was about Ian and Rachel, and that's how they closed off their stories. And it's like, no.
What?
No.
No, what? That is what happened.
I know, but I'm saying that does not work for a series finale.
I was fine with William not being anymore.
I don't know. I feel like William
felt
should have
great
been a
with
part
it.
of that.
I'm done with William. Like, he's a nice guy and all, but he's so complicated. I've got things to do. I've got lives to change. I've got a million other grandbabies. Like, figure yourself out, man. Like, I would be fine. William is. He's a hot mess.
They went fishing together.
Yeah,
That
they
was
had
like
some
a
moments.
nice moment. Nice father-son moment. I think that's good.
And if I had if he was in the battle, we would have had to have him save Jamie's life and do a nod. Do you know how many of those? Like, I got your back,
Oh,
and
I
like it
know.
was essentially like, like a little wink, a little.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, enough of those.
Got
Too many
you back.
happened. One
That's
too
what I'm
many
saying,
happened.
guys. This is
So I
all
don't need
repetition.
William.
It's all
It
repetition
is.
and no structure. It's just
It's okay.
goodbye. I saved you. Goodbye. I saved you. Like it just.
It's okay. It's okay, Blake.
It's okay.
It's all right, man.
All right, let's get to the big question.
What?
Big question.
There's a lot.
Did they both die?
Oh, that's your question.
Yeah, it's a big question, man.
My question is, why is Marsali not wearing silk dresses?
Yeah, well, that's another thing,
Where's
too.
the freaking money?
Are
No,
we
that's
just-
not my big question, but I just have to say that
Show
made
me
me
the
really
money.
upset.
Another loose end.
Yeah, it's another
loose end.
Matt Roberts. That's what that is.
Okay.
Like,
Your real question, did they die?
Did they both die?
Okay, Julie, your take. Did they both die?
No.
I say no as well.
Really?
I only think Jamie died.
Okay. Your reasoning, Julie.
I felt like the blue light, Claire's hair turning white.
Mm-hmm.
I think like she expended all of her energy bringing Jamie back in those moments.
Mhm.
And so like she still needed kind of that gasp of air. Like that was kind of her body like, okay, we did it.
Okay.
But I don't think she died.
I feel the same way. I think Jamie died, and he was dead for a while, man. He was probably like stinky dead by that point because I was like a day and a
We
half.
were trying to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah, we
Like
were
how
watching the
much
daytime,
time has
nighttime.
gone?
Yeah, there's
But-
been at least a day and a half.
But like emotional fatigue, down and out, used her power, and woke up. Like, and her body kind of jolts, like feeling him come back to life. I don't think she died.
So this isn't like a Kylo Ren, Rey Skywalker thing.
Honestly, like I've already seen this in Star Wars. Like
Yeah.
you've seen the
Oh, good
Force.
point.
Yeah. But Kylo Ren dies when he gives Rey all of
Yes,
his life
yes.
Hashtag
force.
spoilers.
So I feel like this is like more when Rey saves the weird worm,
Yeah.
and she gives some of herself to the worm. Doesn't, and then same thing, she gives some of herself to Kylo Ren. Yeah, but I think like Claire was like Kylo Ren, but didn't give it all. Saved
Like
a little
I
bit.
took it more as like she was asleep. She had used a lot, and it was like almost like she heard like his heart start again.
Yes.
And
Yes.
like that was like her gasp was not a
Yes.
gasp of life.
Sure.
It was like a gasp of like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I hear
it worked.
You know,
yeah.
it worked. I did it.
I will tell you, at first, I thought that she died as well. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I thought that she died. But now that I hear you talking about it the way that both of you are,
Yeah.
I think I'm about to co-sign on what you're saying.
Love it. I wish there had been more blue light, not just the little quick bit, because I can see how that couldn't have even been seen by people.
Yeah.
I didn't even pick up on it on the first watch. It
Yeah.
wasn't until I like read stuff where I was like, blue light. What are they
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
It definitely should have been more obvious.
Agreed.
Or even in that, like, the breath, like, have like a big blue burst, even the breath or something. Like, I would have even been down with Master Raymond walking up and be like, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I actually kind of agree
Like,
with you.
I would have loved just to have his little voice and be like,
Oh, ma chérie, you can do
yes,
it.
You can do it, Madame Blanche.
You can
You
do
can
it.
Here's a bird. Use your blue power.
Oh, French toast. You know,
Yes.
like that kind of thing.
Yes.
um,
I wanted him to like hobble up like E.T., like E.T. walk in the night scene. Claire, I'm sorry. If Jamie is your home, you cannot phone home, but you can bring it back. Use the blue light.
oh,
I don't even know how you
man.
say blue in French.
Basically, he's
Blue.
Lumiere.
Yeah.
He just hops up like Lumiere.
No, but I wanted the E.T. walk.
Yeah, I know.
When he comes out of the closet. Or he's eating the Reese's Pieces.
Or he has the makeup on with the wig.
Yeah, out of the closet.
Yeah. You know, Mary,
I wanted Master
The
Raymond
whole-
back. If
I
you're
would
gonna
say this.
freaking have him say, I'm
Right.
sorry, even just his voice.
Yep.
You can do it.
something.
Moshe.
Yeah, they had no problem with Frank's voice the whole time.
Yes.
Like, why not? If the guy, you know,
Master
he's not.
Raymond?
Yeah, you know that actor.
he's got
nothing.
time.
He's got nothing else going on.
I mean, he definitely has stuff.
no, he doesn't.
But he could have
No, he
shown
doesn't.
up.
No, he doesn't. He could have shown up because he showed up for one day.
That's what I mean, to apologize.
So one thing or another, the guy should have shown up and should have recorded something. But either way, the thing about the whole blue light stuff is that it's been used so inconsistently this entire season. There's no rubric for it. There's no buildup to it. There's nothing that turns. It just is, okay, blue light, wee, blue light. Like that's all it is. So if they had spent more time with it, if they had given us, like you said, Mary, maybe like a big thing of blue light, like it's like this, it's a graduation of sorts for that ability, or for, you know, let's say Mary or Julie, that they have this moment like Harry has at King's Cross, hashtag spoilers, in the Deathly Hallows. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be King's Cross, but it has to be something like that in order for us to, one, understand blue light magic, two, it's a liminal space, three, maybe Claire does die, maybe she doesn't die. It further enforces the magicality of what the show is trying to accomplish.
And I think they felt like they accomplished that with the previously on Outlander.
Yes.
And they like showed us her and Franz being
Yeah.
called La Dame Blanche. But yeah, again, you could have built half an episode around that.
Absolutely. This to me,
and how many people skip the previously on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that was season 2, baby. Come on.
yep. I mean, and again, this comes down to a structure problem, right, for the whole season. The penultimate episode that we have as it exists right now is the rescue scene and the rescue sequence with Lord John. Okay. That's not a penultimate episode for a season. This episode should have been the penultimate. There should have been one more episode, or it should have been an elongated episode.
That's why I think they could have
Yes.
just gotten rid of the bear episode and bumped everything up.
Yeah. Or here's a better thing. I would contend this should have been a movie. Like, this should have been the final capping thing.
A made for TV movie.
Well, you know, like how
That one
The Last Kingdom
Oh.
did the
Yeah. But
that
that
was
was made for TV.
yeah, it was made for Netflix.
Yeah.
Or Downton Abbey did, you know,
Yes.
it's hard because, you know, TV shows don't always translate well to theater events. I think Downton Abbey did a pretty good job of it. But I would contend that this should have been a movie to cap off everything. Not as like
Or like a 2-hour finale.
Yeah, something like that. Like it should have been, because it's so contained, right? The King's Mountain thing is so contained that it doesn't feel like part of the overall story. It just feels like a vehicle to get Jamie to die. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I agree with that.
So like if they had an extra hour, or let's say an extra half hour,
I would have taken a half hour.
you could eventually dive more into the blue light thing. And ostensibly, let's call it the King's Cross of it all, right? You could dive into that.
Yes.
You could dive more into the emotionality, but also the turning of all of the goodbyes. You could have that actually progress as opposed to and then. Because as we've been talking about, Mary, this whole season has felt like a series of and then, as opposed to but therefore. And Julie, for those of you who haven't heard it or just don't pay attention to what I say, which a lot of you don't.
I don't all the time.
I know.
Like sometimes I do.
The difference between and then and but therefore storytelling is and then this happened, and then Jamie dies, and then this happens, and then that happens. But the but therefore is X happens, but Y happens. Therefore, Z happens. And it just continues to revolve. So everything has a purpose, then there is a problem, and then there is a result. And as a result, another problem. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what this finale felt like. And that's what the whole season felt like.
Okay.
I don't know. So are you happy? Are you happy overall with the ambiguity of Claire's white hair, the blue magic, and all that stuff? Because like we started this conversation by asking, did they die? Are you happy with how they handled that?
I'm happy she's full white hair.
Yeah.
As Liza would say, it's about damn time. I wanted more blue. I definitely want more blue. And I'm okay with them breathing and opening their eyes and that being the cut. Do I sit here going, how are you going to explain that to everybody? Yes.
Yeah.
But
I'm okay to whistle past that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yes.
So I wish that there was more blue light. I wish that all of that ending could have been longer. I wish they could have just cut an episode earlier this season and made their goodbye episodes last episode, you know, and then this episode and King's Mountain last episode, and then this episode really delve into the magic and the flashbacks and maybe have Master Raymond E.T. walk over. I don't know. Something.
How about you, Julie? Are you happy with the ambiguity of it?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I think they did remind us enough of Claire's white hair and what like the prophecy foretold, if I'm using the right word, for us to know that this was going to be an important moment.
Okay.
So I don't think anything more needed to be said there, but I think to Mary's point, I think that scene could have been longer. We could have had more buildup. We could have had more explanation around it, even if the ending was just them waking up the way it was.
Do you think if they explained more, that opens itself up to just more questions? Or do you think that wouldn't be the case in this particular sequence?
I don't know. I guess to take your talking point, maybe if it was someone other than Matt Roberts, it wouldn't have created more questions.
I don't know, Mary. How about you? Do you think that answering more things or being more explanatory just lends itself to more questions?
Did we need to know
How
more?
to tell when the hosts aren't listening.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
As it relates to the ambiguity of all this stuff.
I already said I was fine with it.
No, I know. What I'm saying is, Marvin, there was a level of ambiguity that, like,
There was stuff that,
would you be okay with more explanation of some of the ambiguous stuff and like the magic of it all and whatever?
Here's what I could have used. Why the hell do I care about Mandy seeing colors? Like that ambiguity. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What does this even
Why
matter?
are we talking
Why
about
are we
that?
Yes.
How about
Yeah.
Jamie being like, yeah, just leave that kid here?
Oh my God. Seriously? When Jamie's like, oh, too bad Davy's like me. After I
Sucks to
die,
suck, bro.
Claire, you and everybody who was colorful, they can go back. But then Davy, just leave him with Rachel and Ian. They'll love him and he'll know no different.
Oh,
What?
Get
That's
out of
terrible.
here.
There was
dude.
like little reaction. Claire was like, oh
Oh.
no, honey, this is my home. I would have been like, Jamie,
What?
Why would you even ask me that?
I bet you Davy has colic, and Jamie's like, that little shit.
He can stay here.
you don't want that one going back.
Let the swiftest of lizards deal with that.
Seriously. Oh my God, Jamie. How are you so
Oh,
mean?
boy.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
leave that little baby. He's young enough. He won't even know. He won't even know. Oh my God. Like that, I don't understand why we're even bringing it in about Mandy seeing
he
colors,
knows she
color
would
of the
never
water.
leave.
Like that should not have happened. That's pointless right now.
Yeah.
Fanny clutching her little like Faith necklace. Shut up. Faith didn't come back. We were joking that what if Faith shows up in the finale? She didn't. So that's what I have a bigger problem with. Is this
Yeah.
other stupid
Yes.
stuff that does not have any payout, that wasted my time. Wasted my time.
Delete Faith. Delete
Yes.
Fanny.
Yes.
Yes.
Delete the water weird Mandy stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
What changes?
I feel a lot more better.
No, but like what the story as it's told,
Yeah.
what changes?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Zero.
To your point, it's and then, but you're not ever giving us
How to
anything.
tell.
Sorry.
I was listening.
No,
were
you were. I
listening
hit it
that
by
time.
accident.
Oh, Julie was
Sorry,
definitely
Julie, go ahead.
listening. She's even using your words.
I know.
right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so Fanny does this, Faith is dead, and then what? So to your point, it's like we didn't get any payoff there. We weren't
Right.
getting anything from these revelations. Whereas I do think if they had spent a little more time maybe giving us Master Raymond or showing us in that moment a callback to season 2, or even that conversation she had, you know, when she was told about her hair
Mm-hmm.
before she wakes up and Jamie takes that breath again. You could have filled that time
Yes.
there versus the Mandy and, you know, Davy.
Yes.
Again, like, you know, Claire's not going to leave
Davy.
her kids,
Yes.
her family, her
Yeah.
life. Why even ask that?
I know.
Yes.
I just thought of something.
Oh.
We talked about how all of this stuff kind of has to wrap up the series, but also the season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just say that we did have an extra half hour.
Okay.
Let's just say
All right.
they wake up, instead of cutting to black, they
After.
yeah,
Okay.
they do a 6 months later
Love it.
or a year later.
Love
whatever.
it.
Jamie is out doing the hay like he was in season 1.
Better have hot hair.
'Kay.
Hot Jamie hair.
And he turns around and he sees a girl looking up at the house,
Mm-hmm.
and Claire is in the window
Mm-hmm.
brushing her hair. And he turns around and he sees it and he walks over to her and he says, "Hey, can I help you?" Or, "Hey, do you need anything?" or whatever. And instead of you know, like the girl turning around and walking away, she says, "Yeah, I'm looking for La Dame Blanche." And it mirrors the montage
that's
with
good.
Frank
The ghost.
with the ghost. But instead of the ghost disappearing,
Mm-hmm.
The-
She's not a
Jamie
ghost.
and Faith walk into the house together.
Oh, yeah.
Blake, that's so good.
I dig it.
Like, that's how you wrap it up,
Yeah. That would have been cool. True.
right? Because instead of them disappearing, like it all rhymes, right? Like
Yes.
instead of the ghost disappearing, they go together. Instead
And
of
now
Claire,
she is La Dame Blanche. Like she is the
Yeah.
white lady. Like,
Mhm.
yes.
instead of Claire leaving Frank, they're both walking towards La Dame
Yeah.
Blanche. Like
Mhm.
that whole thing,
Yeah.
I love it.
right? Like, and then that at least gives you something that says all of this faith crap was worth it. Like maybe you didn't want to get into it. Maybe you didn't have the creativity enough. You didn't have the story for it. Okay, I can buy that.
Yeah. You didn't have the time
You didn't,
even.
yeah, or you didn't even want to, because again, the more that you try to explain, the more questions that come up. Fine. Don't give anybody the opportunity to ask the question. Just have her show up. But you root it in what made the show so good. You root it back in what you just showed in the montage. That way everybody gets the reference, but it's not like in your face. And you paid off Faith. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I would have loved that. I would have been like, okay, all right, love it. And she now has white hair, so it makes sense that she found the lady with the white hair. Like, yeah, that would have been nice.
I'm not here to write a better show.
No,
I'm just a jabroni in my basement.
Okay, I took a couple notes.
Okay, what do you got?
I love that they had the fiery cross in the very beginning.
Liked that too.
Beautiful.
And they had all their cute little Gallic like mottos, like my family motto, my family motto. That was super cute. Jamie's will, writing that to everybody, so sweet.
I liked that.
Once again, Marsali, like I wish she had just stayed at the Ridge. I don't understand why she had to go back with all those babies and take care of all those babies. And we don't know if she ever got the money. That didn't happen.
And we don't know if she's using the printing press again. Like she's using, like if they showed her using the printing press, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
I get it.
Yes.
But instead she's using the spinning wheel.
Yeah, that Bree made her. Yeah. I'm not totally great with that.
Matt Roberts.
I think it was cute how Claire said, I don't think the quiet life, or one of them said, I don't think the quiet life was meant for us. I thought that was kind of fun because, you're always sitting there like, of course they're in trouble again. But I did enjoy Jamie saying being a ghost may be quite interesting. Like, I loved that he had that kind of foreshadowing of this episode. I thought that was super sweet.
And how the bees touch each other, and how they ended up, she ended up touching him, and the whole thing, like holding each other.
Oh my God. I wish their feet touched though.
Yeah.
That was something that did bother me in that shot.
Sure.
I just, obviously her hand was on his chest, but I wish that, her feet were a little interwoven in with his. I just think that would have been so sweet.
Yep.
And of course,
Matt
because especially
Roberts.
he says, she asked him, I hope you've had everything you've wanted in life. He says, no, I wish I could be sleeping in a flower with you. So I wish that there were, flowers around them and their feet could have touched.
That would have been good.
That would have been so freaking sweet. Something I think is really cool is that the bees are very prevalent, obviously, in this episode. We even had some very poorly done CGI bees at one point when Jamie goes to talk to them. But how neat is it that obviously in the books, bees are a big thing, and in Scottish culture, bees are a big thing. But the sound of the stones, the show made the sound of the stones be bees.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
And I just think that's really neat because that's not necessarily something that Diana did. That's not what it is in the books.
Yeah.
But
great
in the show universe, it's bees sound, the buzzing sounds just like them. And I think that's really, really cool to have that interwoven symbolically throughout this season. Let's see. Loved the forget-me-nots in the title card because then we got how they got made in the end. Did you dig that, Blake? I really am so glad that this is how they explained the forget-me-nots because it actually has made me so upset. In the book, Claire goes to the stones in the beginning of May. She goes at Beltane, and that's the magical day, which beginning of May is when forget-me-nots are blooming. In the book, she goes when? I mean, in the TV show, she goes when? Halloween.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Forget-me-nots don't bloom in October.
Right.
They're a very early spring flower. So I've kind of been upset, why would they do this? And this doesn't make sense. How would a forget-me-not be blooming in October? Oh, it's because it's a magic one.
It comes from Jamie.
It comes from Jamie. So forget-me-nots can bloom in October.
Because it's magic, man.
Yes, because he sees her. And that's the night before. And now he's now at the stone.
Should they have had a conversation about their forget-me-nots?
She did. She said, I went back to the stones to see those little blue flowers. And he says, do you regret seeing those little blue flowers?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I don't regret it.
Got
so he
it.
sees her and is like, oh my God. The next day she goes because of the little blue flowers.
Right.
And bippity boppity boo, he's there.
Yes. Okay.
They're not there yet. He walks around. He's like, I need to put these little blue flowers, which aren't supposed to bloom in October.
Yeah.
But I'm going to magically make them happen. So I'm really happy.
But did he know he left those flowers, or do you think it was like the love?
I think it was the love power.
The
like,
love power
remember me.
across timelines. Yeah.
Because that's what he kept saying. Like his last thing to her
Remember me.
is remember
Yes.
me. So of course it's forget me nots
Yeah.
that bloom.
Okay, that's
in a
fair.
season that they couldn't have bloomed. So I think that was really cool.
I thought it was a little like questionable that like all of a sudden these flowers. I mean, I get it. I got it. I understood what it was, and I was like, eh. But now that you're saying it the way that you are, Mary, I'll buy it a little bit more.
We need to give a shout out for Adso the cat who showed up in the montage.
Right? How
Friggin'
random.
Adso, the cutest little gray kitten who we've
Love
missed
it.
dearly. We didn't have a proper goodbye for this cat. I've always like wanted another cat on this show, and we finally got Adso back
How did they
in the
not
flashback.
have more cats though? They live on a farm.
Yeah, you
Right.
figured they would have a barn cat.
I
Yeah.
have a barn cat.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even like cats.
Something that did bother me in this episode, and I pointed out to Julie as we were just rewatching it, when Bree and Rachel are freaking out, the battle's going on,
Mhm.
and little Fanny comes in. It's like, never fear, we're
Brooklyn's
okay.
here.
Brooklyn's here. They are shucking corn in such an obvious way that neither of these actresses have shucked corn.
Oh God.
Like, I don't know if these ladies are nepo babies and they've never had to shuck corn before.
Yeah.
But when you have a corn, Blake,
yep.
you buy it. How do you take the husk off? How do you take the corn stuff off? Do you do it? So what would happen is Bree and Rachel would carefully take a piece, like one little leaf of the corn, and pull it down and break it off the end. Sometimes even crumple up that one little
Yeah, no,
green
we
leaf
don't do
and
that.
throw
in
it.
this.
No.
We
You
don't do
go
that.
up to the hair and you
You
rip
rip
those
it.
suckers in half.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got to like rub it to get the hair things off. You
Yeah.
don't pull it like leaf by leaf.
These people ain't from New England, Marvin. You can tell.
There's corn in more places than just New England.
I know, but yeah, come on.
But like
Bree's from Boston. She should have known.
someone on set should have been
Someone
like,
forgot.
you're not shucking corn,
Maybe
right?
they only had 4 corn as part of their
Yes.
budget, so they had to go real slow.
Because they are in Scotland when they film this.
Maybe.
Is there corn growing in Scotland?
I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't even real corn. I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
did look like real corn. But you're right. Maybe they had to like buy corn and they were like, we only have a dozen. Ladies, you can't really shuck it.
Be really gentle.
Be super slow. And they were like, that's not realistic. And they were like, no
No.
one's going to notice.
There's no
We
way.
noticed.
There's
There's no
such a
way
bad
they were like,
shucking.
oh, it's not realistic. They were like, yeah, sure. Okay, fine, whatever.
So dainty, one piece at a time. Nobody shucks corn like that.
No.
Just
No.
like Claire wouldn't have lost her bag like that. That pissed me off. She lost her bag. It just tumbled just a foot or two away.
And she was like, damn
She's like,
it. Or,
"Whatever."
oh, shit. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, come
It's
on.
probably like right by her foot.
They needed an
Just grab
excuse as to why she didn't have the medical crap
But
to
also,
save
then
Jamie.
why? Then why? Because she just pulls a gun off somebody else. Like, and it's not even like that. Would medical stuff would have saved him?
I know.
All she had was some gauze and a gun.
Yeah.
She didn't have magic berries.
You're making my point. The
she didn't have her
whole
surgical supplies.
the whole thing is thematic, but it never delivers on the theme.
She's never ether. That's for sure. No drug Claire in this episode.
No, not at all. Not at all. Any other notes, Mom?
yeah.
What do you got?
Diana Gabaldon at the end.
Yes.
Love it. Meryl Davis was in line. A bunch of those people in line
Great for them. That's
were
great.
people who worked on the show.
Oh, how nice.
It took place in supposedly like the bookstore that she frequently.
Awesome.
frequents.
Great. The poisoned pen.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I did think it was weird that she signed a book for a Karen, but I feel bad for Karens. I mean, I've gone through a lot with my name as Mary. I don't go through that much now because I used to honestly be asked regularly, "How does it garden grow? How does it garden grow?" Shut up.
Listen, I'm not
I'm
mad.
8. I don't have a garden.
I'm not mad at the cameo. Like, it's meta and it's fine.
No, it's not meta because here's the problem.
But what are we supposed to take from it?
Exactly. Is she Mandy? Why does she have Claire's book? Is she Claire's descendant? And if so, is she? She was in season 1 in Castle Leach.
Right.
Are we supposed to think that this Diana Gabaldon is that woman who is dressed up at Colin Mackenzie's event.
Yeah.
And that she's a time traveler. Because
here's what I'm going to say to that.
yeah. What's going on?
I don't think the show ever intended that. You want to know why?
Intended what?
Intended for you to think that deeply about it.
Well,
you want to know why?
To be you, I do a podcast, and all I do is think about this.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Matt B. Roberts. He didn't think about it. It was just like, hey, let's do this thing. Okay.
Julie, when you saw this, how did you take it? When she's like, "Oh, this book's a little inspiration," and she has Claire's vase in the back, and she has blue flowers in the vase, and she's wearing blue.
Oh, Mary, I did not pick up on all of those things. Yeah. No, I didn't tie it back to season 1. I just thought they were giving her a fun cameo as the author. And so they were just trying to be like,
I got
as Blake
too
said,
deep then.
like a meta.
But Mary, I don't think you got too deep. I think it's reasonable.
I was like, oh,
Yes,
she's Claire's
it is.
descendant. That's
Now
how
that
she
you
has the
say
book.
it, yeah.
And she was back in time wearing Scottish garb.
Yeah.
Making fun of people. Oh, you look at you. You're so dressy, Miss Fitzgibbons. Oh,
Yeah.
you wore the same thing last time.
Is she Weird Mandy?
Yeah.
Like, that's what, are we supposed to take that? I don't know. Does Weird Mandy end up with the book? I don't know. Maybe.
Someone has to end
That's
up
what
with
I've
it.
made in my mind. You
Yeah.
can have it that Faith comes back and pretend ghosts, and I'm going to make it that she's either Mandy or a descendant.
Yeah. I don't know. When you present something like that, again, you open yourself up to more questions, especially when that person that you are putting into this little stinger was in the show. And that is undeniable.
Yeah.
Some people may, like Julie, like you didn't connect the two,
Yes.
but Mary did. And if Mary did, then
Seasons 1's the goat, and so you know.
Yes.
yeah. So for every Julie, there's at least another Mary.
Well, I would say probably 2 Marys.
So
I know there's a pretty strong fandom. So
But like, you're also meant to take it on the realistic level of like, yes, guys, they did just breathe. Don't worry, you can breathe, because Diana still has to write book 10. Like, I took that as like, okay, if you're mad with this ending, this is the person to now look to. Like, this is who's carrying on. She is still writing. She is still using more inspiration. There's still more to come through her book.
But they also showed the first edition
Yeah, which
book.
was cool.
I agree. But are you meant to think that it was in the late 80s, early 90s or whatever?
No.
That it was like she was at a signing of her first book.
I didn't see it like that. No,
Okay.
because she was like, no, the lady was like, this is my 3rd book that I've gotten signed. Now I want you to do it for my daughter, Karen.
Well, you can still do that.
I know, but I don't know. I didn't take it that way. I took it as like
that it
modern
was,
time.
like,
Her first book
her
signings.
first book signing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how I took it
Or
too.
like her, yes, it was when her first book was released.
Oh. I took it like it could be even modern time, and that she is still writing and she still has inspiration, and the story is still yet to be finished told. I did not like that everyone in line and in that bookstore was white and of a certain age demographic, essentially. But now, like, knowing now that like most of the people in that line were people who worked on the show, I'm like, okay, fine. Because at first I was like, where are we? Now, mind you, we live in like an ethnically diverse area. Like
Sure.
but that was something that I was like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But knowing that that's like, they
It's
were
the
shouting
crew,
out
and
the
it is-
crew.
yeah,
And
it is-
yes, that
I'm-
made me
I-
feel.
Yeah. I think that we're probably looking a little too.
No, that was just me. When I
Yeah.
first just thought like they got extras to stand in line, I was like, who made this choice?
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry. Just
No.
had to, but that stood out to me visually.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah,
I-
blue vase. I don't think we were meant to remember her from season 1. I really think it was the show's way of being like, this is her story. If you don't like how we ended it, it's because it's not over. She's going to end it.
Yeah. Or are we supposed to take it like she found the book and just plagiarized all of it? Like, right? I'm not saying that that's the case, but the beginning words of her book are the beginning words of Claire's book.
Or is she Claire's mom from Blood of My Blood?
That is
now we're really going deep here.
that's a great question.
I don't know.
Right? And all of this, like all this Fanny crap, all of this stuff
I
with
mean,
the
Fanny crap, I feel bad saying, but yeah.
you know what I mean?
Time travel Fanny.
Is it meant is it meant so that we can get a spinoff? Did they not do all the Fanny stuff with the stone and whatever, and mention Weird Mandy and water and all so that they could get a spinoff, or tie it into Blood of My Blood?
They have to somehow work in the colorful seeing stuff to Blood of My Blood. Otherwise, what's the point of it?
Yep.
I really hope we don't see Fanny in Blood of My Blood, but why is she touching a stone and hearing the bees and it cracks? Like, if she's not going to travel through time.
Well, here's another great question. What's the point of saying that Faith was alive only for her to be dead anyway?
Yeah.
Because Matt Roberts. That's why.
Yeah.
Because there's not an adult at the table making decisions.
Do you want to know something that I do feel really, really good about?
What?
In addition to the finale, because I was okay with it.
Okay.
I'm really okay now with Fergus's death.
Ah, okay.
So after this episode, which I shed lots of tears, those flashbacks did a lot for me. Just like that little Adso moment brought me joy. Had we not had Fergus's death, we would have had a moment of flashback with Fergus somewhere in this. But Fergus was such a long and important character. And let's be real, both guys were such great actors. I do not need a montage of saying goodbye to Bree whatsoever.
Nope.
I do not need a montage of any of these people. But we haven't had Fergus in the show for so long. And when we got to have those montage of him when Jamie was thinking about him, this was a very impactful, important character for so long that if we didn't have a major death scene for him, we would not have had a goodbye. He would have been just mentioned in the will, and you would have just seen him for 2 seconds with a printing press. And that's all the goodbye that this beautiful, talented actor, but also incredible member of their story would have had. So I think we needed to have his death because there was no room to have a proper goodbye to Fergus for the impact. Fergus had impact, Murtaugh had impact.
Sure.
He was a major, major, major person. And that's what the montage reminded you. We've been with him since he was a kid in the brothel, and he was sadly raped by Blackjack Brandel, and he was adopted, and he helped bring Jamie back, and loved Claire like a mother. And so I'm really okay with him dying because we were able to love and say goodbye to Fergus, and we wouldn't have been able to do that had it not been for his death.
Ooh,
now that I
I
see
like
the
this.
end of this.
I like this, Mary.
And he deserved a goodbye.
Yep. All right. Anything else? While she reads, Julie, you have anything else that you want to add to the conversation?
I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, you good.
Just
All
happy to be here.
I really just love the moment when you rewatch the bee talking scene with the hollyhocks. I love how they're stroking each other's hands. So Claire's stroking the back of Jamie's hand, and he's stroking with a thumb. I think that this was the last scene that Sam and Katrina filmed for all of Outlander that bedroom bee talk scene.
Good.
And having that context and just that they poured everything into that scene.
Sure.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about how they had sex in this scene.
Whatever.
But I'm glad. Good for you.
Yeah.
Very, very, but that was so much more seeing their hands as they were talking about it just felt so real and intimate.
Felt
and
honest.
sweet. Yes. And I love those little moments. We used to talk about Blackjack Randall, how his little hand things or little lip things. And these little moments make it feel real and make you forget that you're watching a show.
Yep. Yes. Just the way that blocking should do the same. It should feel natural, which is why the Bree and Roger things just stand out so poorly in comparison to others.
It's a stark contrast.
Yeah. And I always say, I feel like those two are just over it as actors. They're because Roger and Bree, really, delete Roger and Bree from the season.
Yeah. I would be fine with that.
What changes?
Nothing.
Zero. And when
Except that she brought the book. You kind of need the book. And she made the special gun.
You don't need the book, though. And you don't need the special gun because the special gun didn't do anything.
I mean, it did.
No, it didn't.
It probably helped them win.
No, because only a couple of them had it. She didn't mass make them. She gave one to Jamie and she probably gave one to Buck.
But it makes a difference.
Didn't stop him from getting shot.
Right.
True.
So that's what I'm saying. You delete them from the season, what changes? Nothing. And that's the problem. When you can delete something in your show or your movie and nothing changes, you've made a grave mistake.
Bear attack.
And how many things can we say from this season that if you just got rid of them doesn't make a difference?
A lot, sadly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a problem. Anything else you want to talk about? Any final thoughts or whatever?
It was nice to have old music brought back.
It was when I have conflicting feelings about that.
Oh,
When
because you just said it was.
no, it was when they played Rhea's song
Yeah.
and they had the original intro. I was like, oh, finally, like there it is. That's the thing. And then they had the fiery cross, and I was like, oh, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I said to myself, because they don't have anything else.
Oh, well, that's you because you're a pessimist.
No, but like,
They even like brought back when they were like marching off to war. They brought back the old song. Like, I don't know.
yeah, well, I know.
I think, Mister, you're always like, oh, bookends, like bringing it back. Like I liked it.
No, I agree with you, my darling. I truly, I do. I love bookends, right? But the things that they brought back aren't necessarily bookends. They're emotional equity mining. That's what it feels like. It's like, okay, this is what you used to feel like. We want you to feel that again. So we're going to start you off with this. Like, we all remember when Jamie showed up and did the fiery cross and his first time putting his kilt on. And like, that was badass. We all remember how we felt when Rhea's voice came through and that first sequence happened. We were like, that was, it's romantic.
Yes.
That's what it was intended for, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to remind you of, oh, we used to be awesome.
Well, there still are moments of awesome.
Sure, yeah, I get it. All right, anything else from either of you?
No.
Julie?
No, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, ready for 5 questions that got nothing to do with Outlander?
Sure.
Julie's
Ooh,
not prepared for this.
Oh,
I'm
5
not.
questions that got
this is
nothing to
so
do with
awkward,
Outlander. I
Julie.
love
Okay.
this. This is one of my favorite
Wait, I don't
segments.
see
Here we go.
them.
Okay, can you put it?
Yeah,
up
I
here so
got it.
she
I got
can
it. I
read
got it. I got it.
Yeah, it's one of Blake's favorite things.
See, I haven't been listening enough.
No, because you like talk to me in real life, and
That's true.
All right, here we go with our How to Train Your Dragon music that we found way too late in the season. I got to get to the notes. Here we go. All right. 5 questions that got nothing to do with Outlander. Here we go. Number one, what is the best series finale that you have ever seen? Julie, I'm going to start with you.
God, why are you starting with me on this?
Because,
how about you, Blake?
how about me?
Yeah, why don't you go?
All right, I'm going to go. I really liked *Halt and Catch Fire*.
Okay.
I really liked that one. I thought that was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's the best. If I had to argue one or the other, it would be either Breaking Bad
Yes.
or The Leftovers. I really like Lost, but I can see why some people obviously disagree. And like, because of that, because I can see it, I can't say it's one of the best. It's one of the best of how it made me feel, but just in terms of the pop culture zeitgeist of it, I would say Breaking Bad or The Leftovers.
Mine's The Good Place.
Oh, I loved The Good Place.
God, those are both so good. I was
Yeah.
going to say Breaking Bad, but The Good Place was so good.
That
Yeah.
line that Chidi says, where it's, none of this is bad. That line has just stuck with me for so long. And when something like that sticks with you, you know
Yeah.
it was good.
Yes.
How about you, Julie?
I feel like now all I can think about is The Good Place.
Yeah.
Like now I
And
want to
how it
start
made you
crying.
feel.
I
Yeah.
remember crying and
Yeah.
going back and watching it right away
Yeah,
and just being like, wait, I need to watch that one more time. It was so beautiful.
it really was.
Such a
Surprising
underrated
show.
Yes.
The Good Place. That
Damon
first,
Lindelof told us to watch it. The
Yep.
guy, the co-creator
Oh,
of
really?
Lost
yeah,
and The Leftovers. Yeah,
because
when-
we asked him, hey, what are you watching? Because we were
I
just
love
interested,
that.
and he's like, I'm watching The Good Place,
we were like, "Are you kidding? That's what?"
and he's like, no, you need to watch it.
So
Yeah.
Trust me. And oh yeah, so cool.
we
All
had to thank him.
right, next one. What is a finale or let's just say the end of a movie that everybody loves, but you just hate?
Oh, how about you go first again? It'll give us time to think.
These are really hard, Blake. I wish you
know.
would have showed me these
See, this is
before.
why I don't like it. I get
That's
stumped.
Well, that's kind of the fun of it.
Okay.
Because, this all happens in
I'm not
lifetime.
good on the spot.
All right, Blake. How about you?
Um,
Finale that everyone loves that you don't love.
I'll tell you, I really don't like the ending of The Return of the King. And I know it's not a television show, and that's why I said either a film or a show. I hate the Return of the King ending
You
because
have questioned it a lot with me.
it's 15 different endings. Just give me one fracking ending. Just give me one, and I'd be happy. But it's like every time you think the movie's going to end, it fades to black, and then it fades to another scene. And you're like, make up your fucking mind. Like, what are we doing? So I hate the end because it just goes on and on. It's never going to change. It's always going to be the same. It's always going to be stupid Frodo looking up.
It's not stupid.
In I
He has
hate
a lot of
Frodo.
trauma. I know you do.
It's just the
He's a
worst
Frodo
character.
hater. He hates him like unbelievably. Like if we had to,
How
if
can
we had
you
to,
hate Frodo?
he thinks he whines
Frodo
too much.
sucks.
But he has a lot of
so
trauma.
whiny.
He does have a
He's
lot
just
of
the
trauma.
worst.
Next time you whine, which is often, I'm just gonna call you Frodo.
Don't you dare call me Frodo.
No, I will, especially
Oh my
in your
God.
dark moments.
I will freak
If you're
out.
like, if you're having an issue.
I'll never fall into a friggin' swamp
Blake,
because
you
somebody's
probably would.
staring at me.
You
no,
probably
I
would.
wouldn't. I would not. All right, time for you.
Oh my God, I cannot
I've
wait to use
stalled
this.
enough.
It'll be like a dark, sad moment. I'll be like, all right, guys, we're struggling, and then I'll remember.
All right,
And I'll be like, all
Frodo.
right, Frodo,
Frodo,
suck
why
it up.
don't you pick it up, Frodo?
Put on some pants and get outside.
Put on your pants, Frodo.
Okay. So I honestly love the Harry Potter series, but when the movie, Harry doesn't use the Elder Wand to repair
yeah.
his
Yes.
wand, which is what happens in the books, which like that wand was super important to Harry. And I don't understand why they made this choice to not have him repair his original wand. And that bothers me to this day. Yes. And the epilogue, the makeup, it was just awkward and weird. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something that like
But
I
they
love a
had
lot
to do
of
it that way. They had
No,
to
I
do
know,
it that
I know,
way.
but like it's more the wand thing that I
Yeah.
just don't understand why that choice was made. It would have taken just as much time to repair.
Yep.
Reparo, we've seen it before.
Oculus Reparo.
Seriously,
Oh,
wand
no, that's-
Reparo.
yeah.
Like,
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
those
like
are
anything.
glasses. Blake.
Yeah, no, I messed that up.
yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
he could have just done the same
Sorry.
spell on his wand.
Wando Reparo.
Hermione could have even done it. It would have been kind of cute. Would have put a bookend.
Yeah, great job. I like that.
Thank you. He'd be like, okay, guys, I don't want this. And she'd be like, wait a second. She could pull out the broken bits out of her back pocket or her special bag.
The bag.
Wand
That probably
Reparo.
would've been in the
Broop.
bag,
Here you go,
yeah.
Harry. He'd be like, thanks, Hermione.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Not here to write a better movie.
No.
Okay, Julie.
All right, Julie. What do you got?
Again, why didn't you give me these? But I would say The Sopranos. I just remember being like, blah, what just happened? And I never like came around to it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Lost, you mentioned. And
Yeah.
like, I do feel, especially recently, people have been like rewatching
Yeah.
it. There's been a lot online of like, oh, we finally get it now.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? The Sopranos, I was always just kind of like, oh, God, come on.
Yeah.
I just,
loved The
I
Sopranos
know,
ending.
I know.
I thought it
just-
was,
I
like,
never
brilliant.
came
Never watched it.
around to it. So I would say The Sopranos.
I loved that it just messed with everybody. Like everybody thought that,
Oh my
their,
gosh,
that their
yeah.
TV broke.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that was the coolest thing. Even at the time, I was like, that's effing awesome.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
watch the series
Remember
at
when
all.
we used to have to watch things live?
I know.
At a scheduled time.
All right.
Dating ourselves.
Number 3. Would you rather get a finale that answers everything but feels emotionally flat, or one that answers nothing but emotionally wrecks you?
Well, I don't want to be wrecked or flat. I want to be
I
happy.
think there's a happy medium there.
That's part of the question. This is
There
why
you
we
go.
got
I
the
want
5
to feel
things
like how I felt at the end of The Good Place. That's what I want. I want
Yeah.
every finale
to be like
to
the
be
good
like
place.
The Good Place
Yes.
ending in my heart and soul.
Okay. All right. How about you, Julie?
I mean, if I had to choose, it would probably be that depending on the type of show, I'd want things answered
Sure.
more than the emotions of it.
Gotcha.
But again, I think it depends on the type of show I'm watching.
Yes.
If you're giving me a show like Lost, even Outlander, like we've said, and you've got a lot of loose ends. It's
Because
really
then you say you wasted my time. You wasted my time with Faith.
Yeah.
You wasted my time with Fanny having a stone break. Like, don't waste my time.
I think you both make a good point. And it's like, how are you watching the show? And why are you watching the show?
I don't need all the questions answered.
Right.
I don't need to know what happens to Claire and Jamie next. I don't need to know if she was dead or alive. That can be up to my interpretation.
Sure.
But then don't fill me with stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I will say to you that I lean much more towards I'd rather have nothing answered but be emotionally connected. And that's why I consider Lost a great finale, because I remember, Mary, like telling you at the end of Lost, like thinking, I just feel small.
That's because you're Frodo.
And I remember crying, and then I woke up the next day and I cried in the shower.
Okay, Frodo.
I cried on the way to work.
Yeah, you were a mess.
I was a mess.
Yeah.
I was a mess after The Leftovers.
Yeah, your puffy face.
I was a mess after This Is Us.
Yes. That ending. Yes.
We didn't even talk about that.
Well, that actually is going to be my next question, which is what TV house or location would be hardest for you to say goodbye to? And I will answer
Outlander?
first. No, just in any show.
It has nothing to do with Outlander.
In any show, I will be the first to answer. It will be it was the Pearson house. Saying goodbye to the Pearson house was really hard.
In the fire?
No, in the finale. Just like letting go of all of that and
like
letting
the
go
family.
of the family. And, remember when Jack says, when Rebecca says they're both laying down in the bed and she's I don't want to miss anything. Because she's, hashtag spoilers, she's dying at the end. And Jack says to her, you're not gonna, you'll see. And then they both say, I love you. And that was the end. That was hard, dude. That was really hard to let go of. I don't know. How about you, Marvin? What do you got?
I don't know. Hogwarts?
Fair. You know what?
Yeah.
Fair.
Because I like how in each movie you're exploring more of the castle and you really got to feel the layout, and then you get to make the Legos of it and you're like, oh my God, this castle's so freaking cool. Even though they change it all the time.
Yep.
It was something that was tough. I'm not gonna necessarily miss locations from Outlander because they moved so much. There are places that I've already missed. I missed Scotland. I missed Lollybrock. I missed, places there, but we already left them so long ago.
Sure.
That's not necessarily it.
That's a good That's a good thing too. We can, even though this has nothing to do with Outlander, I will say what is the one Outlander thing that you will have a hard time saying goodbye
The
to?
sweeping landscapes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. All right, Julie.
good.
How about you?
I'm going to say the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Okay.
Especially being faced with the fact that we don't know when we're getting another season.
Yeah. Right now, it's
I've
very
been
in
struggling
question.
with that a bit lately.
Yep. Yep.
We caught up on the whole, not full series, just the
modern.
the reboot, the modern part of it with Theo the past couple of years.
Yep.
And I feel like knowing that I might have to say goodbye to it, at least maybe for another decade before they reboot it again, that's been a bit hard coming to grips with, even though it does change with every Doctor.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's still the TARDIS.
The one Outlander thing that you will have a hard time saying goodbye to.
I think just Claire and Jamie.
Yes. Wherever they are.
That chemistry, the love. Those actors are just phenomenal.
They're so good.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah, for me, the one Outlander thing that I think I will have a hard time saying goodbye to is just like the magic of Scotland. Like that feeling that you get when you're there. Like even that opening scene when the music hits and like it just opens on this landscape and or like remember when Claire was walking on Castle Leoch and they had the storm in the background.
Yes.
Or even Claire at the lock. Like the magic of that.
Yeah.
The culture of it, the feeling that you get, that's a special thing.
Yeah.
And that's why that first season worked so well, because it gave you that sense of difference. Like what we're doing here is different from anything else that you see. I think that was really special. All right, the last one. What is the one fictional couple that you would watch do absolutely nothing for 2 or more hours per day? For me, for me, I will say, I'm going to say Jack and Rebecca. And from This Is Us.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did that.
I
Didn't
love
do
Jack
a
and
whole
Rebecca,
lot.
man. Both good, bad, ugly, all of the Pearson stuff, man. Like it was awesome.
Mine's not fictional. That's the problem.
Well, what is it?
Jackie and Shadow, the Eagles.
Okay, that's fair.
so
I do watch them for
good.
hours.
Jackie and
We
Shadow.
do.
Mary, for those who are not in the know, please explain
Big
Jackie
Bear
and
Valley,
Shadow.
Eagle Cam, man. Jackie and Shadow, long mating pair of eagles, and it's my favorite reality TV show. I have it on at school. I have it on at home. Their eagles, just the babies just fledged, and it was a big deal.
Well, one
And
fell.
yeah, one fell, but kind of partial fledged. The other one fledged, and I love watching Jack and Shadow. And I do watch them for hours at a time doing nothing, like just standing.
You know, another one that I'm reminded of, Mary, that you were kind of alluding to last night when we were
Meerkat Manor.
Flower
Oh, good.
Oh,
That's a
Flower
good
and
one.
Violet.
and no,
Wasn't that
who was the other one? No, Flower was
Ever Watchful Mitch.
Mitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch, Ever Watchful Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Oh.
great name.
All right, how about you, Julie?
I would have to go probably something in Harry Potter. Maybe just like Harry and Hermione in the library.
Or you know who would be cool to hang out with? Ron's parents.
Oh, yeah.
Ron's parents would
I
be
mean,
cool
but like
to
they
hang out
wouldn't
with.
be doing nothing. They'd always be doing something.
Sure,
But I
good
guess
point.
like it would be a very interesting 2 hours to watch them.
I would
I like that.
hanging
It
out
would
with
be more
Molly.
interesting than Jackie and Shadow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, they do stand on like a twig for hours at a time.
Listen,
And people watch.
yeah,
I do.
And people love it.
thousands. I would dare say millions of
Yes.
people watch Jackie and Shadow. Do nothing. All right, that is that. The end of our segment for 5 questions that got nothing to do with Outlander. Any final takes, Mary? Anything?
No.
Julie, final takes?
I'm just going to say thank you for having me.
You're
I'm
welcome.
going to say thank you to your Outlander Cast community.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I got to be part of this and that you guys have such a wonderful community around you that have loved the show, that have gotten to listen to you guys too.
This was
throughout
like,
its
since you're like the
series.
godmother of Outlander Cast, this was like the confirmation. Like it's now a
Yeah.
full-fledged member of the world.
Sure.
It's done.
It's a
You know what I
thing.
mean?
It's wonderful.
It's been brought into the world and now it exists.
Well, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome. All right. Well, for those of you who are listening to this and you want to provide some feedback,
They are listening.
I know, and you want to provide some
Those
feedback.
of you who are listening. Oh, okay.
God forbid you let me finish my sentence.
It is late. It is late.
That's a good point.
So.
Some prompts for you to think about as you're listening to this, or if you want to get in touch with us for the listener feedback episode. What is the Kilt rating that you have? Does the Jamie and Claire ending work for you? Did they both die, or were they both alive, or did just Jamie die? What was the goodbye scene that hit you hardest? What was the one thing that you would change about this finale? Like those are the kinds of questions that I would love for you to consider, not only as you've listened to this or maybe listened to it a second time, but also when you want to write an email or call in. Please do just call in and let's talk about all the things that matter to Outlander. All right, Mavi, you ready to close this bad boy out?
Sure am.
Let's go ahead and do it.
As always, want to thank you all so incredibly much for hanging out with us, whether you have been a longtime listener or you're a new friend. We are so grateful for you. Don't forget, Blake and I podcast about a bunch of stuff. You can find out more by going to maryandblake.com. And we want to thank our friends at jointhenerdclan.com. Dinner Fash, Blake's book club is still going on.
Yes.
There's still tons of Outlander content. We are going to be picking back up and finishing up with Blood of My Blood. We're going to be
Doing House of the Dragon.
We're going to be getting back into the Potterverse. Bridgerton, all the things, guys. School's out, and I can finally breathe, and I can finally catch up. And I put our kids in some camps, so that means Blake and I will be able to podcast even more.
So many camps.
All the camps. I was like, take my money. Teaching full time.
Keep me sane. Instead of spending money on copays, we just spent it on camps.
Oh my God. It's the same thing to me, exactly. But thank you. Thank you for those of you who have shared the podcast with a friend. And we are going to be at the New Hampshire Highland Games in September. So if you are in the New England area and you need some Scotland kind of love, maybe you can meet us there.
Yeah, say hi. Maybe we'll share a pint.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about why
we
faith
can go pet
didn't
a
mean
Highland
anything.
cow.
Why Matt Roberts sucks.
No, Plank. Oh my gosh. All right.
Let's hope he's not there.
He won't.
He definitely won't be there.
Not be in New Hampshire.
I doubt it. All right. Of course, do check out maryandblake.com for all of the different articles that we have going on there, as well as jointhenerdclan.com, where you can help support Mary and I in this non-sponsored, non-conglomerate endeavor that we have going on here. And do check out the kitchen table and the spoiler table and even the craft table at jointhenerdclan.com to speak to Mary and I real time. It's just like having a cool text message thread with all your best friends, but just talking about stuff that you love. And that's what we're here for. That's it. Also, lastly, we are going to be having a listener feedback episode.
Yes.
So be prepared for that.
Be prepared.
And I want you to bring the takes. I don't want crap. I want the takes. All right, that's it.
It's that song with Scar and Lion King. Be prepared. One of the best villain songs of all Disney soundtracks.
Were you let down by the live action? Be prepared.
The actor that we saw be Scar, he was not that good. The rest of the cast in the
No. I'm sorry. The movie. The live action movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the?
I do.
Okay.
I just don't think they could have gotten it as good as the animated version.
Yeah,
Agreed.
The OG 94.
Yeah.
Yep, I
It
agree.
was so good. So good.
All right.
All right. My name's Mary.
My name is Blake.
And I'm Julie.
And you've been listening to Outlander Cast. Slàinte Mhath.